Hey guys, happy Friday!
Geeks of the Week.
Steph asked us if we've done anything crazy for a hobby or a fandom or whatever, and I've done a lot of things for my love of Harry Potter, but there were like three kind of big ones. When Pottermore was first accepting beta testers, I stayed up until ridiculous hours of the night, 4 nights in a row, because I wanted to answer all of the questions that they released in order to get beta accounts for me and all of my friends who wanted them. Then I stayed up for the rest of the questions just for the sake of answering the questions. The second was I camped outside the sugar factory here in Vegas in the desert sun from 6 a.m. until about 3 in the afternoon for James and Oliver Phelps's autographs. I think that actually happened towards the beginning of this channel, so I think I made a video about it. And last, I saved up money for months in order to get myself all the way across the country to Florida in order to go to the Wizarding World as a college graduation present for myself. And that was in the summer of 2012, so there's definitely a video about that too. I love me some Harry Potter! Luluco gave her opinion on the recent season of Sherlock about it not having the same kind of arc as the other two seasons, and I'm gonna have to agree with her a little bit. While, like her, I did enjoy all of the episodes of this season, they definitely didn't have the cohesion that the other seasons had. And like I said in my previous videos, the whole season did feel like a collection of fan fictions mushed together, but in a good way. And while the villain was definitely completely creepy and disgusting, and I wanted to punch him in the face so hard, I think most people were expecting Moran. They were looking forward to getting to Moran this season, and since that didn't happen, this season kind of felt just like a filler, I guess, or a bridge into the 4th season, because we just got Sherlock back, so I guess they were just trying to give somewhat of a normalcy or a way to get back to a normalcy before maybe throwing the big villain at us in season 4. At least that's what I'm hoping. I don't know. And just for Mario, bam! Watch! And other cool watch. Alright, I haven't actually talked about cosplay stuff in a really long time, and I kind of miss it. And I realized I got this wig a long time ago. I never actually showed it to you guys. I got it in order to cosplay Rin from Fate's Day Night with Luluco someday! I do have the side pigtails as well, but I'm working on straightening those out. This one I've straightened pretty much. I think it's pretty decent, but this one, this is how it came. Super unnecessarily curly, especially for Rin. Also, awesomely enough, this wig is going to be able to double as a wig for Blake from Ruby. My friend Jen has an awesome Yang cosplay that I freaking love, and I think Steph has been talking about possibly doing Ruby. I can't remember if that's actually a thing, and we kind of had a conversation wherein Joyce would be Vice, and we would be like a foursome of awesome. But yeah, those two cosplays are actually relatively simple. They have like small complicated things, but the costumes themselves are simple enough that I figured I could like whip those together easy enough and cosplay with people that I love. And for a different cosplay entirely, my Vayne from League of Legends that I really want to do, that it'll be a long-term cosplay, I ordered fabric samples for some spandex from a site called Fabric Worlds USA. I ordered 4 samples. They sent me 6, and none of them are labeled with what they are. So I have no idea how to even begin to order the one that I want. Has anyone else worked with Fabric Worlds USA and like ordered samples and stuff? Because I sent them a message and they still haven't gotten back to me like in a week about how the hell I go about working with whatever these are. So yeah. And then outside of cosplay, guess what I did? I read another book. So yeah, The Maze Runner by James Dashner. James Dashner? It was a pretty quick read, obviously. I read it like the night I got it and finished it the next day, basically. But it's a cool concept. I liked it. It's basically about this area called the Glade where the main character wakes up with no memory of who he is or what his life was before. He only remembers his name Thomas, and he's in this area with a bunch of other teenage boys who also had memory loss when they came here. And this area is surrounded by a giant maze, and they've spent 2 years trying to figure out how to get out of it. And then of course when the main character shows up, something else shows up after him, and you know, main character shows up so everything changes, because otherwise it wouldn't be a story. So yeah, the concept is really cool. The pacing was actually relatively fast. Things happened pretty solidly. There wasn't much downtime. There was maybe a chapter or so, which the chapters are very, very short also. The only thing that was kind of lacking for me was the dialogue. It was pretty simplistic. There was a tiny bit of wit here and there, but I mean, all of the characters have memory loss, so I kind of was a bit more lax on the dialogue. But yeah, pretty good story, easy read. There's 2 more in the series that I'll probably pick up at some point just because it left off on kind of a cliffhanger. So yeah, Maze Runner, recommend it. But I hope everyone has an awesome weekend, stay geeky, and we will see you next week!